Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when I post new content. Don't forget also do well to comment, like, and share my video. Without wasting much of our time, let's start with today's tutorial.
Hello creatives, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial I'll be teaching you on how you can create this simple salon poster design just with your Pixellab. So without wasting much of our time, let's get started. Now I'll clear my canvas, my workspace. I'll go to my background tool. Let me insert my page size, so I'll go in for a square, that is 1024 1024. That is my width 1024, my height 1024. I'll click on OK. Now I'll give a page color of, I want a page color of white, so I'll go to my color. I'll select a solid color. This is a gradient color. I'll select a solid color here, so I'll go to white, so I'll just click on white because I want a white page color. Now I'll import the design for reference, so I'll just go to my import. This is actually the design, so I'll just click and import the design to my workspace. I want to be using it for reference. So first of all, I'll bring in this image to my workspace. I'll bring in this model. So I'll go to my import. This is the image here, so I'll just click. Perfect. Okay, now just scale it like this. Scale it again. I'll scale it a bit. Perfect. Then I'll send to back. I'll just go to my send to back. Then I'll go to my layer panel. I'll just lock the design. So the second thing I will do here is that I will just create this shape. I'll create this shape, so I'll go to my shapes. I'll scale it like that. Now I'll go to my fill color. I want a solid color, so this is my color, solid color. This one is called a solid color, while this one is for the gradient color. So but I want a solid color, so I'll give you the solid, or give you the solid color. Now if you don't, let me give you the color code of this color. So I'll just click on my plus icon. I'll click on my edit. So the color code here is 601896. 601896. That's the color code for this color, 601896. So I'll just click on my OK. Now I want to, you see this shape is slanted. Are you seeing here? The shape is slanted, so I will just go to slant it. I'll go to my rotate. Yeah, this is my rotate, so I'll just slant it like that. I want something like this. It's too slanted. I will reduce the angle. Let me align it like that. Now there's a stroke here. This is the stroke. There's a stroke here, so I'll go to my stroke. This is it here. So this, I'll click here, click on this shape and go to my stroke, and the stroke color is yellow, so I'll just enable my stroke like that. Are you seeing? That's a stroke. So I'll give a yellow color to my stroke. I'll just click like that. That's it. Perfect. Now I want to create the shapes. I want to create these three shapes where I will insert my images, my model. So first of all, I will lock this particular layer. So I'll just go to my layer panel. This is the layer. Are you seeing? This is the layer. So I'll just lock it like that. Now I'll go to my shape like that. Now before creating the 3 shapes, I want to enable my grid lines. I'll just go here like this. I'll enable my grid lines. Let me edit the grid lines. So I'll put number of horizontal line 2, vertical 2. I'll just click on my check mark. Now I'll position this at 5 pixels. So I'll just click here. I'll position this at 5 pixels. So I'll click on my position 5%. I'll give it a position of 5%, sorry, not pixel percent. Okay, now on this other rule I'll give it a position of 95%. That's because I want a balance in design. For this, sorry, 95%. Perfect. Now for this other ruler, I'll give it a position of 95% to the right. 95% to the right. I'll come this way. I will give this other ruler 5% to the left. Like that. I'll just hit on my OK. Okay. Now you see the grids. For this one in the middle, I'll delete it because I don't want it. Perfect. Now you see the grids. This is the grids. So every element I want to put, I'll make sure that it is not below the grids. Everything will be inside this grid space. So I'll bring back my design for reference. Okay. Now I said I want to create these 3 boxes to insert my models. So I'll just duplicate if I'm okay with the size. I'm not okay with the size, so I will decrease it again. So I'll delete this because I want a unique shape. Duplicate again. So I'll delete and decrease it again. Something like that. So I'll duplicate. Perfect. Now center everything. Center. I've centered everything. Okay, so now I want to position the 3 shapes at once. So I'll just come to my layer. I'll click on this. I'll mark. I'll come to my position. This is my position tool here. So position it. I'll move it below, take it below. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this. So perfect. I'm cool with that. So I'll just click on my check mark. Good. Now let me insert these 3 models. So I'll just click. I'll go to my texture. Okay. Let me go in for this. Perfect. I'll just click on my check mark. So that's it. I'll click on the second. Let me scale it a bit. Go to my texture, scale. Okay. Now go to the second Second shape, I'll go to my texture, click, I'll click on this like that. I'll take 1:1 here because that image is a square, so I'll go in for 1:1. Perfect. I'll just resize it like that. I'll just position it like that. I'll click on my check mark. Good. Now I'll go to the third shape, so I'll go to my texture. I'll use this model on the third. I'll go in for 1:1 because that shape is a square. I'll just position it like this. I hit on my check mark. Good. So after doing like that, now I want to write our services. So I'll go to my text. This is my text tool here. Okay, I'll use text. I'll position it here. Now I'll go to my edit. I want to erase this new text. So I already copied the text in my clipboard, so this is my clipboard. I'll just click on it like that. That's because I don't want this video to be longer. So I'll go back to my edit, go to my clipboard. This is the text here: brother makeover, eyebrow pencil. So I'll just click on my OK. That's it. So I'll go to my color to change the text color. I'll give it a solid color of white. That's good. So I'll just scale it down. I'll go to fonts. I'll go in for Poppins. So if you don't have the Poppins font, you can kindly go on Play Store, Google, and type and download Poppins. My fonts Poppins. Okay, so I'll go in for, let me try Poppins bold. Okay, so I'll go in for Poppins bold. I'll just click on my OK. So I'll go to my spacing. I want to actually reduce the spacing, my line spacing. I'll reduce it like that. I'll give it a line spacing of -6, something like that. Perfect. Okay, now I want to insert the other text, the one you are seeing below, this one. So I'll go back to my text spacing to actually increase. Yeah, I'm okay with that like that. So I'll just copy this text. So I'll go to my edit, then I'll go back to my clipboard. I'll import this. Are you looking for a professional makeup artist? So let me first of all delete this. I'll go to my clipboard. I don't know, my phone is disturbing. So see something. Let me, yeah, so I will just highlight this and delete. I'll highlight this and delete. Okay, I'll just click on my OK. Yeah, that's it. So scale it a bit, scale it like that. Okay, let me zoom it. So I'll scale it like that. I'll go back to my line spacing to actually increase my line spacing. So I'll give it a line spacing of -2. Line spacing of -2. So I'll just increase the text a bit. Perfect, I'm good to go. So I'll zoom it down again. Now I want to let me say, okay, I want to write this Sandy's perfect touch. So just copy, I go to my edit, Sandy's perfect touch. Sandy's. Okay, I will click on my OK. This is it, Sandy's. I'll scale it like that. Now I'll go back to my font. I'll go to my font, Poppins. I'll take Poppins medium italic. Then I'll go to my color. I'll give it a yellow color like that. Sandy's. I'll just make a duplicate. Perfect touch. Perfect touch. Perfect touch. I'll click on my OK. Then I'll change the color of this for this perfect touch. I'll give it a color of solid color of white. Okay, that is solid color of white. I'll just take it below. Sandy's perfect touch. Now let me insert the bullets. First of all, I want to write our services. So I'll go to my shape like that. This is where I'll write our services. I'll click on my checkmark. First of all, let me change the color. I'll give it a black color. Okay, now let me duplicate. I'll change this color to white. I'll just go to my color, white. White. Now the idea is that I want to like cut this shape, this black shape. I want to cut it here and remove this part. So I'll just bring this shape like this. I'll rotate. Just see what I'm doing. So I'll bring it like that. I'll move it again by 1 pixel to the right. I'll go to my rotate, take it to -76. Sorry, I'll undo. I'll just make a duplicate of this. I'll bring it this way. Then I will mesh this white, this black, and this other white here. Then erase this white so that I will be left with only this. So first of all, let me scale it a bit. Yeah, I'm good. So I'll go to my layer panel. These are the 3 shapes. So I'll just click here, mesh, mark. Then I will go to this is my mesh button. This is my mesh button option. So I'll just click on like this. They said, are you sure you want to mesh? I say I want to mesh. Now I want to erase this white. So I'll erase the white. So I'll go to my erase color, not eraser. I'll go to my erase color. I'll just enable it. Have you seen? So now I will increase my tolerance. The reason why I'm increasing the tolerance is because the time that I erased the color of this. Are you seeing there's a white part here? That's why I'm increasing the tolerance to overwrite this white part here. So I'll just increase my tolerance a bit. Perfect. Then I'll click on my check mark. Okay. Now I'll go to my color. I'll give it a white solid color. Perfect. Then I'll go back to my layer panel. I'll just lock it like that. Perfect. Okay, I'll make a duplicate of this text. Edit. I'll write there our services. Our services. Our services. Okay, I'm good to go. I'll just click on my OK. So bring it here, change the color back to this color I'm seeing here. I'll just give it the same color. So this is a color here. Okay, now if you don't know the color code, let me show the color code again. So I'll just click here. 5A168C, that's the color code for this color. So I'll just click on my OK. Now I'll go to my, I want to italics this our services. So I'll go to this. I'll just click on, yeah, that's it. Of italics the text, italics. Okay, now I'll come back here and increase my line spacing. I'm not okay with that line spacing, so I want to have a simple design. So I'll shift it like this. That's our services. Now I'll come here and give a stroke color of white. Like that. I'll come here and give I'll give a stroke color of yellow. I don't know if I should import the design again for you to actually understand what I'm doing. I'll give it a stroke color of yellow. Then I'll give this a stroke color of white. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, ensure you subscribe now and make sure you hit the notification bell so that YouTube will always notify you when I drop awesome tutorial like this. So let me import back our design for reference sake. So this is the design. Okay, now I want to insert these bullets. Let me show you. I want to insert these bullets. So first of all, let me insert for bookings. Please call us on. I'll just copy this text. Go back here. I'll take copy. This is the copy. So I'll go to my edit as for bookings, comma, please contact us on. So I'll just highlight and delete that. I'll write there for bookings, comma, please call us on Okay, call us on. There's a semicolon, so I'll come here. Perfect. I'll just click on my OK. For bookings, please call us on. So I will change the color to yellow. I'll give it a yellow solid color, like that. Let me, okay, yeah, I'm good to go. So after that, I'll insert the number here. So I'll just copy this, edit. So I'll write plus 237 653 43 7408. Okay, that's the number. So I'll just scale it a bit. Now for this other typo here, you see your glow, comma, our interest. So I'll just make a duplicate of this. I'll edit again. Your glow, your glue, your glue, your glue, comma, our interest, our interest. So before that, let me put those periods. Okay, good. So I just click on my check mark. This is it here. I will scale it a bit, scale it down. So I'll position it here. Perfect. So we are left with the location, the call icon, and the bullets. So I'll just go to my import. Let me import the call icon. This is it here. I'll scale it down, scale it again, scale it. So I'll change the color. I'll change the color to white. Okay, so I'll just position it here. Okay, I'll position it there. So I'm left with only the bullets. I'm left with only the bullets. So now go to my, and I have how many bullets here? I have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I'll go back to my shapes. I'll select circle. So I'll just reduce the size like that. Then I'll give it a solid yellow color. This is it. So I'll scale it down a bit. I'll make a duplicate. That is 2 3 4 5 and finally 6. Okay, now what I will do now, what I will do is that I will select, I'll go to my layer panel, select all the bullets. These are the bullets. So position it. Select again. I'll position it. Okay, now let me relative all the bullets. So I'll relative position all the bullet like that. Relative position, relative position, relative position, relative position. Relative position, relative position. Okay, so let me say I want to okay, sorry, now I'll click like that. I'll move it by, let me say, 12 pixel. So first of all, let me mesh everything. Let me select everything. Select. I'll position it. Are you seeing? Perfect. So okay, I'm okay with that. 1, 2, 3. So I'll go to my next bullet and take it down. I'll go back to my position. I'll move it by 20 pixel. So by 3 now. Perfect. Now I'll go back to my third bullet. I'll go back to my position, move it by 20 pixel. Now by 3 pixel. I'll go back to my fourth bullet. I'll position it, move it by 20 pixel. Now I'll go back to my fifth bullet, position it by 20 pixel, or position it by 20 pixels, sorry. Okay, that's it. Perfect. That's it. So let's check our reference if we are okay. Okay, we are not okay, because if you check this on the normal design, you see there is an effect here. So let me lock this design. Okay, I'll go back to my import. So I'll use this for that effect. Now I'll link everything, all the resources in the description. So I'll just rotate like that. See what I'm doing. I'll scale it like that. Scale again. So now I'll reduce the opacity. I'm reducing the opacity for visibility. See what I want to do now. So after that, I will lock it like this. Now I'll go to my shape. The reason why I'm taking a shape is because I want to erase this part from this yellow line to this way to your left direction. I want to erase it, so I'll just scale this shape. I'll scale it like this. Okay, now I'll go back to my rotate. Let me see something. The shape has not been aligned with this line, that stroke. So I'll go back into my rotate. I'll rotate it. Yeah, I'm good to go. Now I'll just position it. I'll position it to the right. So just, yeah, something like that is okay for me. So let me see something. Okay, I'll just move it, position it again to the right. 1 2, that's the mathematics. So I'm good to go. Now this is the texture background I import from into my Pixellab. So now I'll increase back the opacity. Are you seeing this is a texture background? Now I'll mesh this shape and the texture background. So I'll click like that. I'll mesh that shape and the texture background. So I'll just mesh. That's it. Now I will erase this white area, this white color. So I'll go to erase color. I'll go to erase color and not erase. Erase is different from erase color. So I want to erase this color here. So I'll just go to my erase. I'll just enable it. Perfect. That's it. So you can increase your tolerance. Are you seeing the effect? Now let me show you something. For you to have that feelings, that effect, you can either decrease your opacity. Are you seeing? Then I will send to back. You are not seeing the effect because I've sent to back. Now I will carry that effect above this layer, this shape. So I'll go to my, okay, this is the shape. Are you seeing? This is the shape. This is the shape. So I'll carry this effect above this shape. This is the shape. Are you seeing? So I'll carry this effect above. That's it. Now you can see, let me off my grid. You can see that's the effect here. That's the effect. Texture. That's the texture effect. Okay. Now I'll go and lock the, this is a layer. I'll go and lock the layer. Okay. So let me import back the, let's first of all check the original design. So I don't have it here. I'll go back to my import. Let me import the original design and let's check. Okay, this is the original design. This is the original design, but the colors are not really the same. So I'll go back to, I'll just pick a color from the design. So I'll go back here because this, see, I'll change the color of this. So just click like that. I'll go to my color. I'll enable it. I'll click on this plus icon. Sorry, I'll click on this plus icon. I'll click on my color picker. Let me go. Okay, this is the original design. I'll come here. I'll just pick a color here. Pick a color here. Good. I'll just click on my okay. So that's it. That's it. It's not really the same. So what I will do is that I will go back to my color. I will decrease it like this. Let's see something. Increase this. Okay. Now it's the same. Now it's the same. Have you seen? So this is how you can actually create a design using your Pixellab application. Now the reason why I give this 5% grid, 5% grid, 95% grid to the right, and 95% grid to the left. That's because I want a balance in my design. I don't want to choke up things. I want a sooty feelings. That is a nice alignment in my composition. So that's why I gave 5% pixel top, 5% pixel left, 5% 95% pixel right, and 95% pixel below. So that's the reason. Now if I take this design to my printing house, even if the printer misbehave, I will have all my important elements printed. Let me say, okay, the printer misbehave, and since the printer misbehave, the printer now wants to pick the design. The printer start picking from this area. You see, I will still have all my important elements printed. But now, if you see what some people do is that if they want to design, they take text. You see somebody putting text right. I don't understand. right closer to the margin. No, that's not professionality. So if you want to design a flyer, like you give a well balance in design, and balance in design is a principle. You ensure that your design is balanced. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe now and hit the notification bell so that YouTube will always notify you if I drop awesome tutorial like this. Bye bye. I will see you in my next tutorial.